What's up, guys? Superman 18 here, and I just want to talk about Damian Lillard for a second. I was able to go to the game last night where Dame hit a 37 step back three-pointer over Paul George to win the series over Oklahoma City. So Blazers fans were going to the second round of the 2019 playoffs, and yeah, it was a amazing game, start to finish. The game had everything, uh, from runs that like 10, 20 point swings one way or the other. It's like 10 point lead this way, 10 point lead the other way. I think OKC took the first double digit lead early in the first quarter. They shot the ball super well in that first quarter, especially Paul George. Paul George didn't miss last night. And then Portland came back to take a 1 point halftime lead, 61-60. So that they came back from double digits there. And then Portland went up double digits. It was after a Damian Lillard three-pointer. I think they were up. They were up nine. They were up nine. I think it was like 83-74. And then Oklahoma City went on another run. It was like another crazy run to go up by 15 with like 5 minutes left, and then the comeback started, and it was just an amazing atmosphere. Of course, Rip City, the best fans in the NBA, but what brought it to a whole nother level was that Yusuf Nurkic, who was injured in a game against the Nets about a month ago, and actually I was at that game as well. It was the only other game this season that I attended. Um, that one we thought our season was over. So just the significance of what this shot meant to Portland. Uh, I mean, Damian Lillard is unbelievable right now, and there's no other way to describe him other than what's already been said. And so going back to the significance and what happened last season, the sweep to the New Orleans Pelicans last season, and all the talk in the off season of not being able to make it out of the first round, breaking up the team, trading guys like CJ or anybody else, and then of course getting the 3 seed again this season. And after all that happened, again with the injury, the broken leg for Nurkic, and being the feeling of such sadness for him, just because he was having a career season, and that was one of the games that or the only regular season game that I went to, and that being the one where the injury happened. So the significance of that, and then going into the playoffs against OKC, being swept in the regular season series by them 4-0. Division rivals, the villain in Russell Westbrook, and all the talk that was going on, and then Damian Lillard just raising his play and his team's play to a level that we haven't seen before, and we know that he's not even at his best yet. So the 50-point game last night, it's obviously the best performance that I've been to. I've been able to go to now 3 game winning shots, games that ended in a buzzer beater. The first one was a Brandon Roy scoop layup against the New York Knicks. The second one was the Nicholas Batum tip-in over Tony Parker off the inbounds from Andre Miller against the Spurs. That was opening night many years ago. And then of course this one last night. Let me see if I can find. Let's see. Yeah, it was this one. I believe it. Yep. Yeah, so I was at this game too. And I was sitting up behind the basket in the 300 levels. Actually, that game I had gotten free tickets off of post game. The Blazers used to have this post game contest where you basically just call in and tell them who scored the most points. And so I won tickets to that game. Actually, my friend also won tickets to that game, and they were sitting a row in front of us. So it was really, really funny. But yeah, we were up behind the basket in the 300 level, so it was a little hard to see. But yeah, again, Brandon Roy with this scooping layup. And I think that game was crazy too, because the Knicks, like, we had no business losing that game or being down by 20 in that game, but we somehow got down by 20, and then they came back and won it on that shot. And then yeah, I think it was this one here. See, look at this, 0.9 again, 0.9. Look at that. Yeah, I remember that one too. That was really crazy. And of course, the one last night. So let's play 0.9. This was 2014. Yeah, 2014 against the Spurs. May 2nd, 2014. Game 6. 0.9, everybody knows. Down by 2. Yeah, so that one I was at my house, and yeah, it was nuts. And to do it again in a career, I mean, to end a series on a three pointer like that once is amazing. And then now to do it twice, as we watch this clip.
Lillard, long range three.
So I mean, this is just a one-on-one playground matchup. Like game to 21, it kind of.
Lillard, long range three.
I mean, Damian said it himself. He got the last word, and he didn't have to say anything other than just, wave. See ya. On in the next round. Like Russ kept saying, next question. Well, next series. So just being there, I was there with my dad, and it was like just the most amazing atmosphere out here in Portland. So let's see, what else was I gonna say? So the last thing is, so after the game, Paul George was talking in the press conference, and he was saying that this is a bad shot, right? And everybody's like, man, that's not a bad shot. That's not bad. It's like, I don't know if people fully understand what Paul George is trying to say here. For anybody not named Damian Lillard, I mean, I know Paul George can probably hit this shot. Steph Curry, the 99.9% of us cannot hit this shot, right? And going back to this one, going back to this shot here against the Rockets is actually a much easier shot for a right-handed shooter. So if we watch Dame come off this double stagger screen, he's going to his left. He's running right to left on the court. He knows on the catch, obviously, he's going to raise up and shoot. So he's preparing himself with his hands up and his legs loaded to go up into the shot. So as he catches, as he catches, he knows he's already lined up that right shoulder. He's already lined up this right shoulder to the hoop. He spotted the rim with his eyes, and he's already lined up that right shooting shoulder with the rim. And then we always talk about now how shooters point their toes 10 degrees to the left as a right-handed shooter, called the turn on when you're shooting. So he's got the turn, perfect mechanics. And so this is a pretty easy shot to hit. It's not nearly as long as this one. It's going right to left on the catch, so he doesn't even have to dribble. So it's in perfect rhythm and everything. That was set up perfectly. Whereas this one, if you look at it, he's on the right side of the floor. He's gonna do this off the dribble, off what he said. It's a pound dribble sidestep. So he's gonna plant that left foot in the ground, and then right foot hits first. So it's left foot into the ground, right foot, left foot into the shot, going to his right as a right-handed shooter. But he's so mechanically sound that he's able to get that turn in his feet. So he's not like, going to your right but pointing your toes to the right at the same time. Like, he sidesteps, but his toes are in the right position. His shoulder, he gets lined up with the basket. And this one's like right in line with the edge of our pinwheel logo. And this is over. He shoots this over one of the best defenders in the league, Paul George. Because Paul George is like 6'8", 6'9". Could he have maybe known that maybe at 2 seconds on the clock, this is the shot that was left, and maybe closed out better? Probably could have. But I mean, Damian Lillard is a threat to score from literally anywhere on the floor, as we can see. And he gets this shot up right over him, and just the confidence in that he has to pull that shot. Yeah. So just a few thoughts about, that for any one of us, this right here is a bad shot. This right here is a terrible shot. Like, who in their right mind would pull a step back 37-footer? I mean, wouldn't you want to say, drop CJ to the corner and maybe get a driving lane here on the right side, or something a little closer, or I mean, you can't say anything else. So comment down below what you think about this shot and this other shot and all the other game winners. Is this the best game winner that you've ever seen? Where were you? If you're a Blazer fan, where were you? Were you at this game? Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Just a quick couple thoughts on this game winner and the night that was last night. And see you in the next one.